This chat bubble is brought to you by Netflix. For a free 30-day trial, head over to netflix.com/GameBreakerTV. Now, hello guys, my name's Olivia Grace and I'm back with another chat bubble, and today I want to ask you about casual and hardcore. Now, these are two terms which should be pretty familiar to anyone who's into their gaming. Casual are the players who obviously don't spend as much time, don't do things as seriously, and hardcore are the ones that do. So, kind of what I was wondering here is what exactly defines casual and hardcore gaming? And do you consider yourself casual or hardcore? Now, I was chatting about this with our very own Summer Walker in Skype the other day, and just sort of thinking, well, what exactly is it that you have to do to be hardcore? And we were sort of talking about WoW guilds. So obviously guilds like Method and Blood Legion, nobody could accuse those guys of being casual. Well, I hope you couldn't. I really hope you couldn't. And yet their Finnish friends, Paragon, who were up until recently, up until Dragon Soul, a world-leading, like world-first all the time 25-man guild, dropped down to 10-man, and suddenly they have people on forums accusing them of now playing the casual raid side, despite the fact that in this most recent world-first race, they got an absolute ton of world-first, although Method did beat them to the final Raden world-first kill. So at the other end of the spectrum, from Paragon, Method, Blood Legion, we've got people who might log on once a week and run a heroic 5-man. Now, obviously, these guys are more casual. So is it a question of time spent? Is it a question of tasks done? Is it a question of seriousness? Is it a question of something else entirely? Or is it all just absolute nonsense and it's based on what you think personally? So is someone who games more than you hardcore and someone who games less than you casual? Is it just that people have different ideas of what they want to be doing in game and other people like to judge them? I mean, I was trying to think of what I would consider hardcore, and to me it's just people who play a lot and take it very seriously. People who get upset and angry about a game, but then that's just not necessarily it. So I was kind of at a loss. I was kind of thinking, well, maybe people who spend huge amounts of hours chasing after very high-end goals. That was the closest I came to a definition of hardcore that I actually even like a little bit. So what is a hardcore gamer? What is a casual gamer? Don't just restrict it to WoW either. I mean, it could be all gaming. And I mean, I bet that, your non-gamer friend's definition of a hardcore gamer is probably a little different to yours. It's probably a little different to mine as well. But do let me know what you think. What is a hardcore gamer? What is a casual gamer? How do you get to call yourself one or the other? Or are they just terms that are made up by angry people to reinforce their arguments on forums? Do leave a link in the comments in the article below. And as always, keep it locked and dialed to Gamebreaker TV for all your gaming needs.